Vanessa, filming for Carolyn's Musings on YouTube and Etsy and One Way Journals on Facebook. So what we've got for you today is a new release. Carolyn has released 2 kits. It's called the Vintage Lace Faithful Heart series. So there's a main kit and then there is an add-on kit. So some of the things can be mixed together, but I'm going to use bits and pieces from both to create 2 journals. This video here is going to be showing you the release of all the papers, so we'll get into that in just a sec, but then it will also be an assembly of the ephemera in both kits just to show you how to put. So if you wanted to get them, you could make a start on it, and then I'll do a couple of extra videos of making the 2 journals in due course. It is going to take me a bit of extra time just due to work commitments to get extra videos out, but I will be doing that. So just quickly to show you, there's these beautiful fun heart pages in pinks, blues and greens, and then some ephemera. We're going to show you how to do that. That's from the add-on kit. These pages are definitely, and then the main kit have got more of these beautiful lace pages that are just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to make that into a lacy journal, and then we've got some ephemera. Oh, I can't remember which kit this in, but you'll see in just a sec, and then we can show you some more gorgeous ephemera and how to make that. So without any further delay, let's get straight into it. Okay, I'm going to be super quick because look, this is a huge wad of paper and the majority of this is double-sided. So the beauty of this is with either kit or both kits, you can print off whatever appeals to you and what you want to and whatever your project might be. So with this, most of it I've printed on 160 GSM, which is like a lightweight cardstock, and I'll specify if it's anything different to that. Sorry, it's 120 GSM, which is a heavyweight paper for the journal pages. When it's the ephemera, it's 160 GSM, which is lightweight cardstock, and then I'll explain a bit later. We've got the Vintage Lace Faithful Heart journal kit, and so here we go. So isn't this gorgeous? And so, yeah, I won't say too much about it. This one is similar to the one before. Instead of sort of a whitish, it's got more of a cream wash on it, and that one on the back. So there's a beautiful mixture of different shades of cream, sort of white. I'm actually quite happy to mix them all up in a journal, and so this one's got that beautiful floral cross there. Okay, this one says His mercy endures forever up the top there. This one says be joyful there. This one, gorgeous crosses there. That's 3 sort of laid over the top of each other. And then there's a page that's that soft pink. There we go. There we go. So many to choose from. So a bit of pink roses in there. I was going to print them maybe with something else on the back, but there were so many pages. Oh, it's just like, you know what, all of it can be writing space. You can put ephemera on the top. I'm just going to print them all back to back. So there's some with sort of like the jewels on the lace. There we go. And so these are all the journal pages, and these ones with a bit of the green in there. Okay, so that's all the journal pages. This is the ephemera. So we've got an envelope, and there, this is one of the backing pages there on that one. This is the second envelope, and it's got that backing page. So they're the 2 backings for there. Now this one, you will notice there's 2 exactly the same. One is mirrored, and so you can print it this way and then feed it back in the printer. So it prints out that way, then turn it over and feed it back, and you will get a mirrored image of each other. This one I printed on cardstock, so 250 GSM, and this is going to be an interactive card. You are going to love this little design that's on that one. And then we've got these, which are some really big pockets. You could use it as a belly band. Because it's a pocket, I didn't print on the back of that one. So that's the main kit, and I've just printed an extra one of those so I can back something else. Okay, let's look at the add-on kit. So these are lots of pastel colors in blue, green and pink, and so these are the journal pages. And so what I've done is I've printed don't worry about this, this is because I've got A4 cardstock, a paper stock instead of the letter size, so that's why there's that strip there, and I'll cut it off. So this one here, and this is the green, so I'll show you all the backings that are in this kit, plus this design with, that's a different green. This one with the pink on the back, this one with, this is sort of like a creamy peach color on the back, this one which is the blue version of that on the back, this one, and this is sort of like a taupey cream one on the back, this one, and I've just put blue on that one on the back. And then there's a couple of these, and you can print them as many times as you like. So lined paper, this one's got a butterfly down here and a lace sort of embroidery bit up the top, and this is one of the backing papers. And then I'll just show you this one, it's the same, it just doesn't have the embroidery bits on it. And then that one, so this, you can see there's a bit of a color difference between the two of them. And you can print those as many times as you like. Okay, let's look at the ephemera. So this one's got a lot more ephemera in it than the other kit. So this one here, now I printed it on 160 GSM because of the pocket and the other bits that are here. I will want to make these two a little bit thicker. So what I've done is, instead of printing on the back, I wanted it a bit thicker for those pieces. So I've just printed, now this is one of the backing sheets. So I've just printed that so I can back that. This one, oh gosh, both of them are just gorgeous. And so same thing again, I've printed this one. And so this is a darker cream for that one. So I thought they'd go well together. Then we've got this one, which is a folio base. Now this one is going to sit onto your journal page. So I haven't backed it, but I probably will back this one as a tag that will go inside that one. This one here, now these are all on 160 GSM, which is what I use. It's a lightweight cardstock. I use it for most of the ephemera. Because this one will fold over, you can actually glue two sides and make it a pocket, or you can make it as a pamphlet for more writing space. So for these, I did print on the back, but if I want to make this tag a bit thicker, I can always you know, put it onto another piece of card. So the same thing applies to this one. Because of this piece here, I have printed it on the back. And then this one here, so we've got scripture on it, and I have printed that on the back. This is a folio pocket. And then here, this is going to be fun because this is going to flip up. I have printed that on the back. And then we've got this one. So I printed the pink on the back to coordinate with that. Now these ones, it says an envelope insert. So I'll let you know when we put it all together whether it needed to be printed on the back. I wasn't sure, so I have printed the pink. And then this one here, I've done the pink again. And then we have fantastic page of all these hearts, and I haven't printed on the back, but I'll wait to see what I'm going to use them for, and I might print on the back of those. And then we have these fabulous bits and pieces that we can layer onto the top of things on pages, so I haven't printed on the back of that one. We've got some pockets here, haven't printed on the back. These ones are journal cards, so I haven't printed on the back of these because I'm just going to wait. I might make them a bit thicker and put some backing on them. And then we've got these journal cards as well. So we've got a mixture of the pink, blue and green. And then this one as well. So lots of scripture on all of those. Okay, there's so much for me to cut out. So I'm going to go do all of that and then come back and let's put some of this ephemera together. Oops, I forgot two pieces of ephemera and I've already cut them out. So there's two envelopes. Isn't this gorgeous, with the flowers and the butterfly? And there's the pink on the back. And then this one, that's with Psalm 27, and it's got that one on the back. Okay. Okie dokes. So I have cut and trimmed all my pages. So as I said, I'm going to be making 2 journals. So those ones are there, and this is going to be saved for later because this one's going to be a lacy journal, and I've got a lot more to do with these papers. So we're putting this one aside. And then these ones, this is the fun quick journal that I'm going to make. So I've trimmed other pages there, and I'll probably add some more alternative papers and things like that, but we'll see how we go. So we're just keeping this one here so I can sort of show you some of the layouts. So the first thing we want to do is just what are the quick envelopes, and just wanted to show you these. So we do have in the main kit are these 2 gorgeous envelopes. Gosh, I think they're in the main kit. Just refer to my video when I'm flicking through all the pages. And so I've just cut them out, folded them, and then there's these beautiful little stoppers. So if you haven't seen how to do that before, what you can do is just glue down the bottom part there, and then that can be a closure for you. So that one probably will go there, and then that lid just flips in there. So there's that one, and then this one, you're going to have that double peach rose there. Anyway, so these will probably go into the other journal because they're more of a classical look. So I'm putting those ones aside. Now these ones, these envelopes, I've just printed, you can print whatever you like on the back, but I did the coordinating backing paper. And the idea of these that Carolyn has given us with these tags, so isn't this brilliant? She's actually, I forgot to mention, oh, I made that a bit dark. I'm using Distress Oxide, the frayed burlap. So that's a great color. Vintage photo can be a little bit orange, so this is great for journals that are a bit of a lighter color. Otherwise, espresso or whatever that mine's called espresso, and there's something similar in that in the new Ranger. Anyway, for darker ones, that's a great one as well. And I don't think I've inked just around the edges of this tag. So I printed this on 160 GSM, so it was lightweight cardstock. But the beauty is I've then backed it with printed this backing paper and just made the tags a little bit thicker, which was great. So don't miss these extra little tabs. This is fantastic that Carolyn has done this, because she's got one that's printed on the front there, and then you've got that one that can slip on the back afterwards. So I've already done that one. Let's put this one on here. I just need to ink up. So I use a different backing sheet for this one. I just sort of used one sheet and tried to get them all to fit on different pages and things. So we've got a variety there. And then let's just glue this one on. So don't forget to look for these little ones that go on the back of these. This is such a fabulous idea. I love it. I love having this scripture here, and then this is fantastic to be able to write the scripture out onto the back of the tag. So the idea of these envelopes, you don't have to do it at all, but if you'd like to, this could be a layout. Let's have a look. What have I got? I've got pink double here, but what you can do is glue down, there's your envelope, and then you can glue down 3 sides here, and then have one of the tags sticking out from there. How fabulous is that? And then there's so many journal cards that you can pop inside the envelope. So you could have one there, and then you could also have one on a double page spread going the other way, and then the other tag can go in there like that. So that's a double page, very easy, simple. You can add lace and lots of other fun things in the background behind, but there's an idea for you. It's a shame to glue down that beautiful butterfly, so you might want to print that one out again and then use it somewhere else where you can tuck it into a pocket somewhere. So I'll probably do that. That's a very good idea for those. Anyway, so they're the envelopes, they're out of the way. Okay, so the next one we've got is a fun one. It's this one here. Now I've already done this one, and the reason I decided to print it twice was because I wanted to show you that I did, when I saw the pink here, I decided to print this pink backing on the back, and honestly it's fine. If you like that, that's great with the pink. You can still write, use this as a writing spot. I mean, a black or blue pen, whatever, will show up on this. But if you didn't want this one, I wanted to do it again to show you with a different backing paper. So I've chosen this green one, and this is how I'm going to demo it for you. All right, so I've cut it all out, this one, and then inked. I haven't inked this bit here. Just notice that there. Okay, so we want our flaps here on the left and this curved bit with the bow on the right. Yeah, I have inked that. Okay, now these pieces are going to fold and go in here. Now the reason I haven't cut these down is that I wanted to show you, if I pull this up, let me just stand up and make sure you can see, yep, that I've got this. You don't fold exactly in the center. You'll notice that Carolyn has put a little dot that's right there, and that's where I'm going to fold it, and you'll see because it's not dead center. So let me, oops, what I need to do first is I just wanted to show you this piece of paper is where you want to cut off. I just didn't want to lose the pockets. Okay, so just cut those off for a sec, and let me do it on the second sheet. What's also on this sheet is some tags. All right, so you'll see here, these are the tags that are on this sheet when you print them out. Okay, this one was plain, so I just used a piece of scrap here, and then this was the sample on one of the pages to show you what it would look like. So I thought, oh, that's great as a topper, so I've just popped that on the top to dress that little tag up. So there's a little idea for you. So that's what's on these. So I just need to, whoops, okay, there we go. Now you'll see that Carolyn has got that little dot there, so I'm not going to score it, I'm just going to pull it down, line up my edges there, like that. And you will see it's not dead center, you've got this little bit of a flap here. That's the way it's meant to go. Okay, now that I've done that, I can chop off this top bit. There we go. And then we'll do the same with this one. This one's more of a center, but there's a little dot there. So I'm just going to grab it, line up the edges and fold like that. I just printed this on paper. The other one was 160 GSM, this one's 120. So it's just a bit thicker than copy paper, but it's not the one that I use for ephemera, but I just wanted to show you. Okay, so you'll see also it's a little bit shorter. I've still got a bit of white. Let's just see how that measures up. Yeah, it is a little bit too tall. That's okay. Just going to cut that down a little bit more. But don't worry, if you put it together, you can still chop it off. Okay, so we've got these, and then you can ink around the edges. I'm not going to worry about inking it too much. It's just a very light ink on that one. Just to get off that white bit. So, you know, you can ink if you like, don't ink if you don't want to. Okay, let's go. Right, so what we want, I've got to fold it back this way. So we want the pattern on the inside, which means we've got the bigger side on the left here. Now there is a bit of white there. Sorry, I've got to chop that one down as well. That one's more even. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is glue 1, 2, 3. So let me do that. And then I'm just going to put a bit of glue on those bits there, like that, and then turn it up this way, and then we want to line this up like that and like that. Okay, and then press that down. Now before you do this, if you want to, you can put a circle punch here so that you've got a notch to get into this little pocket if you would like to. So there we go, and then that folds like that. So it's a little bit shorter here, and we want to make sure that this still folds. Okay, now when I've done that, I can see that I've still got a little bit at the top. Totally fine. Let's just chop that down like that. Okay, and so then we've got the second one, which is this one. Once again, we want to fold the pattern on the inside like that, and we want to glue that one right next to this one here, and so that means we want to glue 1, 2, 3 here. So we'll do that. And once again, if you want to do a little notch, you can cut a notch out here before you glue it down. Okay, oh, a bit messy with the glue. All right, and then we just butt that one up against there like that. Oh, why am I so crooked? I've done something a bit crooked there. Don't know why. Okay. Seemed to be a little bit, I was when I was cutting that was, so maybe you'll do a better job than I did. I don't know why that's happened with that one, but that's okay. And then that's created, I don't want to lift it up too much, but that's created a pocket under here. And then the idea of these ones here is that they're free and that they're writing space for you. So you can write on here and here and then here. So just to show you the example, that's it with the pink on the inside if you wanted to print it that way, or there's the soft green that's in that one as well. And then I can just might need to cut a slither off the top there. But anyway, isn't that cute? It's like a little wallet and writing space with 2 pockets that you could put journal cards, anything in there. There's lots of journal cards to choose from, and then there we go. And then you could do, if you wanted to, you could do a thin magnet in underneath here, and then one here if you wanted to do a magnet closure, or you could do an eyelet and then do some ribbon around it if you wanted to do that as a closure, and then you can glue that directly down to a page. Now what I've forgotten is these extra little pockets here, so they get cut out and put there like that. So I'll just show you here. They sit on the top there, and then the tags can go inside those ones there. Okay, all right, so that's that piece of ephemera done. Okay, what have we got next? Just wanted to show you some pockets. So there's 4 of these pockets here, which are fabulous. There we go. All right, so they can be used. I'll probably use definitely this one for the other journal, and I might use those ones as well. And then these ones, when you cut them out from a page, it's like that, and then these 2 little strips, and so you just glue down 3 sides, and then that's created a little pocket on top of a big pocket. Okay, so that's those ones. Then we've got these ones here. These are fabulous. Okay, so what you've got printed on the page, I have already cut this out and then glued down on the 3 sides to form a pocket that's there. And then you've got your tag, which is here, and I've backed it, and I've actually on this one put the pocket on the back of the tag, so you can pop something in there. And then this is the butterfly. You could actually cut off the antenna actually and make it as, you know, like that, where it can be a double one on top, or just use this as a fussy cut somewhere else in the journal. And then we've got a belly band as well, and I mean that could be put on there and you could have another pocket, or we'll put it somewhere else in the journal. So there's that one. And I just wanted to show you on this one, same thing, I've cut out the pocket, glued it down on the 3 sides. Now instead of chopping it right down on the side, what I've done is I've left this bit and just created myself a tab, and I've done that, and I've not chosen which side I'll do it in the journal yet, so I've just cut one on either side. I'm going to score down there, and then that can create a flip either that side or it can flip that side. And then with the tag, what you can do is instead of putting that pocket on the back, you could put it as a pocket on the front, and then you've got something you can stick in there. So that, that can go in there. All right, or you could put something else in there, glue down 3 sides and put the pocket, put the tag in behind. So you've got a couple of ways you can do this one. I think when I do it, there's a smaller butterfly that can go on the top of the tag, so you can see there. That's going to look really gorgeous. I'm definitely going to do that there. And then there's a belly band as well. So what I thought I would probably do is do a flip, and then have, well, that if I create a flip like that on the page, and then the tag can go in behind it like that. So yep, wait for the journal to come out and I'll show you what I end up doing with it. So there's a couple of different ways that you can play with this. It's how you interpret what Carolyn has put together. Absolutely fabulous, love those. I hope that made sense, but when I make the journal, I'll show you 2 different ways that I'll do those. Let's look at the next piece. And so I hope you love this journal card idea. So you can just use a ruler or your scoreboard and just score down these 2 lines like that. So this has been printed front and back, and then you fold this one that way, and then you fold that line in that way. So it's created a valley and a peak here and a valley there. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. Now we'll flatten it back out again, and so we grab one of these pieces, which is this one, and I need to find my pencil. Okay, so what I might do is I might ink up these folds just so that you can see what I'm doing. Just let me do that quickly there, or just make it a little bit more obvious. Okay, there we go. Right, so we grab our heart and we want to do the bottom of the heart, and I have inked around the edges of the card as well as the heart. So the bottom here, we want to make that match up to the first line here, and then the center of that heart we want to do the same, so they're centered on that first line. Okay, then what we want to do is and just sort of center your heart up and down. And then what we want to do from the second line is we want to draw an outline of this heart. Okay, so from the top down to the bottom, and you stop right there. So we're only drawing the bit that's from the second line. Then we swap hands and we go from the top of the first line and we go around the heart this way. All the way down to the bottom of that peak there to the first line. There we go. So now you can see the pencil mark. Okay, we'll put this aside, and we want to get our cutting knife, not a pair of scissors, because you actually need to release this, not remove it. Okay, so we're just going to want to carefully cut on here. So I'll just speed this bit through. Okay, I went a little bit wonky because I was trying to go too fast, so I need to just slow down. There's no rush, so I'm just sort of going to neaten that up a bit because I messed that up a little bit. Okay, and then you might want to just ink the edge just so that we don't see all that white. Oops, this is the bit you can see where I messed that up a little bit. So, whoops. On both sides, it's just going to give us a better border. And then you'll want to do this bit too. I think I might need a bit more ink. Once again, just using the frayed burlap. Just around there, and then the same on this side. Oops. There we go. Okay. Right. Now, once we've done that, we can glue this down. So we want to get one, and what's going to happen is it's going to go like that, but we want to glue this down here. Okay, so what we want to do is, now you can glue all of it down together, so that onto there, and then this one onto there, and then it's just a solid heart that will flip in a minute. But we want to create a little bit of extra writing space, so what we're going to do is just glue down this side, the left side, not the sorry, the right side, not the left side. Try and measure that up. Okay. So we've got that open there, and then what we do is flip it over, and we're going to glue, just go that way because it's printed on both. So we're going to glue now on the left side, not on the right side. Okay, and then measure that up. I want to just release that a little bit to make it a little bit easier for you to measure those up properly. Okay, just cut that just a little bit there. Okay, so there we go. So when we put it back this way, what we've got is our journal card, which can fit into a pocket, and then what happens is that when you open it up like that, the heart spins. How cute is that? So once again, you can glue these bits down, but if you leave it open like that, we could actually even put a fold in it like that. You've actually got a bit of journaling space to write in here, and then you've got a little bit to write there. Now that one was a little bit crooked where I was cutting, but that's okay, it's handmade. How gorgeous would this look for like a wedding card? I think it would look really delightful. And what I'll come back and do, sorry, I'm just neatening those edges up a little bit. What you can do is just need to ink the side here. So I'll just do, oh, see, I shouldn't be doing it in a rush, and I've just put a big blob there. That's okay. Ink your edges. Oh, I had a bit too much ink on my piece. There we go. That's all right there. Okay, so there we go. We've got a bit of extra writing space inside the heart. Otherwise, what you could do is you could put a bit more glue down here, and then it could just be like a little tuck spot that you could put a little tag or a piece of paper in. What I might do is just add a bit more glue here. I didn't want to go too close to the edge, but it's lifting up a little bit, so I've just got a bit there. Now, I'll just check that one on that side. That one looks fine. Okay, so how cute is this? And then the gorgeous Laurie from the Crafting Auntie, she does the most beautiful embellishments where she adds resin on the top of some of her fussy cuts and things like that, and it just makes things pop in the journal. So I haven't tried that yet, but I did pull out my old stamping gear from years and years ago, and I had a clear embossing pad and clear embossing powder, and so what I did was I just inked it up with the clear and the clear ink, then the clear embossing powder, and then heated it, and then that's what gave me some of these flowers that I can put on the top of here. Now these are, I just printed out a couple of extra hearts, and then I fussy cut the flowers, and you can use them onto this heart, or you can use them throughout the journal as well. So I just put a little bit of mounting tape on those, and let's see if I can match that up. So there we go. So I must have cut out the ones that were reverse, and so they're just put here 3D on the back. So what I might do is with the other ones, I might do that as well and put them here on the front part that goes like that. Okay, and so it's just got a bit of a pop out element on it. Okay, on to the next one. This is going to be your base page, which is going to sit onto a journal page. So let's pull one out. So it's going to sit on here. So it's just got a little bit of a border on your page. So you don't need to back that one. And then we've got this piece here, which is your folio. So like I mentioned, this one you're going to glue down on two sides to create a pocket, and you can cut a notch out of it as well. So probably the notch would go on this side, it probably wouldn't do one there. And then this is the tag that I have backed and already inked that one. I've done that in a green actually, and then that's going to sit in there like that. So what I will do is punch that out. What I need to do is, it's 160 GSM, but my bigger punches don't like paper. Sort of this is between paper and cardstock. So I just need a scrap. My desk is an absolute pigsty, and I need to find a scrap piece. So I'll just use this. Got to go up that way, make sure it's up the right way, and then just line that up there, and that's just giving me a bit of a firmer thing to punch out. So I will just try and center that like that. Whoops, there we go. And then I need to ink, so I'm just going to go get my ink dabber. Oh, this one is the brown one, not the green. Just need a bit more. This is the frayed burlap. There, and then do a bit more on the top there. Right. Okay, so that's the tag. We'll put the tag to the side. This is going to sit here on the top. So we've got a top and a bottom. That is going to sit like that and then pull down. And so I just need to punch some eyelets out of here, and I did this on 160 GSM, which is probably not going to be a problem, but I probably advise to do it on cardstock, only because when you punch an eyelet out of there and you've got metal going through, it's probably better being a bit thicker. But anyway, we'll go with this. So I'll punch those out in just a sec. And then the idea of this one here is this is going to be a flip. Look at that, and it reveals that on the back there. So what happens is these fold over and get glued as the hinge. How gorgeous is this? I absolutely love this idea. So I'm just going to fold that there where the hinge, I'm not going to score it, I'm just going to fold it with my fingers there. like that. Probably should have come in a bit more. There we go. And I'll just ink that one. And then this one. Do the same, like that. Okay, so that's the top of the butterfly, and that's going to go like that. But before I do that, I'm just going to glue down the two sides. Now, like I said before, you don't have to print. That was probably a lot of wasted ink for me, printing that green on the back. What you could do is just get an offcut strip and just glue it there so that you'll only see this top bit. So it's not white on the back. That was a bit of overkill, me printing that, but that's okay. Right, so this will go here, and we want to place that there. So one about there, just place them so that you can see what you're happy with. Gosh, I'm all a bit fingers today. Here we go. I think that spacing looks okay to me. So I'm just going to hold that there. Glue this bit down first, the top bit. Push that up. There we go. And then this one. Oh, I love this. Love it, love it. Okay, so that's got that there. If that's all even, let's flip it over, and then you won't see this back half because it's going to be glued down onto a page. But that's okay. If you love these little hinges as much as I do, you could put them onto the side of a page and add another page into your journal. Oh, I think I'm totally going to do that when I make this journal. I think I'll print these again because they're fabulous. Because that's a shame. That would look great on the other side of a journal page. Okay, and then we are going to put this one here, this one here. All right, so let me go get my hole punch. Okay, so I've got my punch, which is the bigger one, this one, and I'll just eyeball it, the center there, and then the center of this one, like that, and then just put your eyelets in. But if you've got paper hole reinforcers, you can do that if you would prefer, if you don't have any metal hardware. So I'll just pop that in. Crunch that. This one, and then this one, like that. Oops. There we go. And then I've already put the tag in there, and then we can put some lace or something on the top of it to pull that out. And then this one is going to get glued there on the back there, and then this one glued there on the back there, and then we can put some something to tie the two together and put a bow, and then when you undo it, you've got that there. Now I was thinking about any pockets, and there is this one. You could print this twice and you could do that as a pocket there. You will have, might need to cut down the bottom of it actually to make it a little bit shorter because you don't want the string there. So you might actually want to create yeah, something that's a little bit lower down to do a pocket, top and bottom. But you could use this backing paper and just do a very simple pocket out of that. You could use the paper, this is one of the journal pages that's in the main kit. You could use that as well and do that as a pocket along here, and then you could use it as a tuck spot. So completely up to you, but that's how those ones go. So I think that's explaining all the ephemera bits that are in these two kits. So I'll leave it there. It's getting really hot in this craft room in Australia. I don't have aircon in this room, so I'm dying to get back to another room in the house, but I'll leave it there. I hope that you've enjoyed that. Look out for the next two videos. It might take me a little bit of extra time to get them out. I'm going to make this one, I'm going to make this one with these pages first into a simple journal, so a lot of these pieces can go in here. So look out for that video next, and then the next one after that I'll put some of the ephemera bits into the one that's for the main kit, which is this one, and it's going to have a lacy cover and things, but it might take me a bit of time to get that one done and upload a video for you. So I'll leave it there. God bless you all. See you on the next one. Bye.